Hey y'all, I'm here back with another video. So Real Housewives of New York season, I don't know, episode, I don't know, it'll be in the, thingy. So the majority of this episode, had the top half of this episode wasn't a whole lot going on. And I really don't even feel, every time I get on this camera and say I feel like I don't have a lot to say, I always say a lot. But I really do feel like I don't have a lot to say, because to me, this episode was the antithesis of everybody complaining about Ebony talking about her blackity black shit. Like I think I said this on another video before. Yes, Ebony is heavy-handed on her blackity black shit, but Ramona be accidentally proving her freaking point. She be accidentally, without even knowing it, proving Ebony's freaking point, and she did the exact same thing to the fuck night. At least Luann learned after the first time of coming from Ebony the way that she did. At least she learned from there. At least she learned, because Luann did the perfect thing. She sat there and said nothing. There was this meme on Twitter that was like, Luann literally just sitting there letting Ramona dig her own grave. And I heard allegedly that Ramona is not going to be asked to come back next season. I really hope that she does not. Ramona Singer we don't need her on this show anymore. She is out of touch as fuck with reality, and you can't be on reality TV and be out of touch with actual reality. Nobody wants to see her anymore. We're done. Let's get to it now, shall we? Okay. So we start off with Leah. She's going through her whole thing about converting to Judaism. She's talking to Ebony about that. Let me see. Sonia went on a date with a regular ass man. I mean, he got money, so he ain't really regular. Because this man had a house in the south of France or some shit like that. Got a lot of money, but it was cool. I liked this version of Sonia. It was very laid back, not snow. Stop. I'm sorry, I'm talking to my dog. Stop. Did you hear that? I'm sorry, me and my dog both hear something. Hold on. Sorry, I had to make sure nobody was breaking into my house. Anyway, so Sonia went on a date with a man. It was cute. I thought that it was age appropriate, because y'all know Sonia loves to go for the younger man, which there's nothing wrong with that. But I just felt like that was a very age appropriate date. The shit that they talked about made sense. So I don't really think that Sonia was into the man, but she said that she'll give it a try. You got to do stuff that you're not used to. So boom, Yahtzee, okay? So then it's time for the Black Shabbat, okay? Now Leah calls Ebony and tells her, girl, I can't go because I've been exposed to the vid, okay? And we in the middle of a penny proud, so I don't want to get the rest of y'all messed up, okay? So, of course, Ebony is like, you really gonna leave me with these crazy bitches? I hate when that happens. I hate when you be with a group of friends or whatever, but your main friend, your main bitch, she ain't going. So now you got to sit up here and deal with the rest of the nonsense of these bitches. It's very annoying. I've been put in that situation. Not a fun time. I would have just canceled the whole thing if I was Ebony, but that's just me. But anyway, so everybody get on the bus. Like I said, I ain't gonna even really be here that long. Everybody get on the little bus that Ebony, had rented out or whatever. Ramona's already complaining because why didn't we just go to the Hamptons? Oh my gosh, why didn't we just go to the Hamptons? We're going all the way out to New Jersey. I don't even do that for people. Ramona, shut up. Everything has to be about Ramona. Shut up. We're not here for the comfort of you, girl. She got this whole damn big ass party van that she probably didn't even need the motherfucking get just to make all you hoes feel okay. So anyway, now before they get there, Ebony says that Leah still wanted to take part in it because, she's converting to Judaism. So she wanted to still be there, but via FaceTime or whatever. She said she was going to try on her laptop. That obviously didn't freaking work. We'll get there, because there was only one thing I kind of agreed with Ramona, but we'll get there. So when we get to the Black Shabbat, okay? Now, first of all, when they first pull up, Sonia's sitting there throwing snowballs and shit, which I thought was hilarious. But anyway, they get inside and they meet. Now, mind you, before they got there, right? Now, before the actual everybody even meet up, Ramona, I think she was on the phone with Luann. And was saying, I hope it's not soapboxy, type of thing, which I can understand. You don't want to be preached at. I get that. She was like, but I'm going to go to this Black Shabbat thing and we're going to go. Now, on their way there, Ebony tells the women, she said, look, I have one white friend and two black friends that's there. Now, I feel like Ebony said that purposely to let you know. Now, I'm probably not going to do the whole Harlem Renaissance dinner thing, but we are going to be getting into some things. I feel like that's why she said that. So, like I said, they get there, they come in and they meet Ebony's friends, Archie. Really, really nice, pretty woman, okay? She comes there, everybody comes in. Off top, Ramona is already being very bitchy and very rude as far as I'm concerned about all of her little motherfucking comments that she's making throughout the night. Oh, your napkins are too big, but this is different. But I guess you beat to your own drummer and da 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 da. Like, she was just nitpicking to me. She was nitpicking, and I could tell that the woman Archie was getting like a little bit uncomfortable. It's like, well, that's my style. That's how I like things. You don't go into nobody else's house or venue or domain, Ramona, and start telling them what they did wrong. That's not how this works. You are a guest. So act like it and act like you got some damn sense and stop acting like the entitled rich white woman that I know that you are. Bring it down a couple fucking notches. It's very annoying. Like, it's very annoying, to be quite honest, okay? So Sonia, Ebony, and the two black friends that I can't think of their name, that Ebony, invited and stuff like that, they're all kind of talking. And they're asking, I think Ebony, she was like, when we sit down, Sonia is going to tell us about how her day went. She was like, no, I could just tell y'all now. Like, I prefer to tell y'all now because I don't want to tell any of them, because Lou and Ramona, like, they like to steal other people's men. So I don't really like to talk about it. I do find it very interesting and weird that all three of them kind of cycle out the same men. Now, I understand that they are within a certain bubble within New York. Like, they're in a certain class, tax bracket, so everybody would probably kind of know each other, but I still think it's weird as hell. Like, y'all bitches got enough money to go around the world, okay? While y'all all fucking the same man, it's disgusting, it's nasty. Let me tell y'all something real quick, fast, in a hurry. It ain't even that important, but look, when I was in middle school, right, there was these group of girls, like, who was maybe 4 or 5 girls that was deep. I lie to you not. In one school year alone, each one of them dated the exact same guy. Like, one day you will go to the store and you will see him holding hands with, one girl, and the rest of their friends is behind them. Then the next day you'd go and he's holding hands with another one of the friends, and the girl that he was just holding hands with yesterday is still within those group of girls behind them. It was pure insanity to moi. And that's pretty much what Ramona, Lou, and Sonia do. And I guess Sonia's kind of tired of that shit. I would be too, to be quite frank. So, Sonia also talk about how her and Ebony are introverts, and Lou come over. She said, bitch, if you're an introvert, then I'm a motherfucking wolf. That made me crack the fuck up. So then they all sit down and stuff, right? So Archie starts telling us about what she does, which is this organization, this group called You Belong. So pretty much saying that, she doesn't want people to feel excluded, any and everybody is welcome. She wants to be more inclusive with the things that Jewish people are doing. Now, this is where I'd have to agree highly with Ramona. Now, I guess Ebony must have tried to set up the laptop, because the laptop was up there, but then, like, you see her go from the laptop to just being on the phone. Now, while she's sitting her there, Leah is like, oh my gosh, I can't see. Oh my gosh, this. Oh my gosh, that. And it's like, okay, girl, I don't really know. Kind of like Ramona was saying, like, girl, I don't really know what you want. People are trying their best to keep you involved in everything like that, but the conversation is flowing. I don't really understand how you expect to be on FaceTime and still really be part of a whole freaking conversation that's going on at the table. Shit lags, all of this other stuff. So in my opinion, Leah was being annoying as fuck, for real, about the, oh, I can't see, girl, for all of that, you might as well have not even been on the fucking FaceTime. That shit was really, really annoying. Like, unless... what they probably should have did was get a tripod like I have, maybe, and set it up like maybe like on the table or something like that. But I feel like even then she would have complained about not being part of the conversation. Leah, shut the fuck up. You're here virtually. Get the fuck over it. It's not going to flow like if you was here. So that part I agreed with Ramona, because that shit was really, really annoying, right? So then we get to Archie, right? So Archie is talking about how, she's glad, that Ebony is here and that the other two, black people are there. And how the black community and the Jewish community, how they've always kind of been at odds. And at the end of the day, kind of like Ebony said, it's all about white supremacy is really at the end of it, right? It's really at the pure basis of it. And it's better for us to, come together than to, go apart and stuff like that. Because, when it comes to like black people and Jewish people, it's always like the suffering Olympics, like who had it worse. And we all had it bad. Point blank period. Everybody had it bad. I'm not going to go into the nuances of everything, but I understand what they were saying. As soon as Archie starts talking about Jewish and black people and how they've both been through a lot, but how it's good for them to come together, here goes Ramona jumping in. Oh, well, I was discriminated against too, and I was discriminated against by Jewish people, okay? When I was in New York and I was in high school, they just picked on me, and they picked on me so hard. And Archie is like, okay, I get that, but like, this is not about you. I get that, and that's valid. But right now, what I'm talking about is us. So pretty much what Ramona did is all lives matter the situation. And if y'all don't get when people say that, this is a prime example of what we're talking about. We are not talking about all people right this second. Right this second, we're talking about black people and Jewish people. We're not talking about everybody. Not that everybody doesn't matter, but right now, in particular, the conversation is about black people and Jewish people. So by Ramona inserting her white ass and saying, well, what about me? Well, what about me? Well, what about me? That's all lives matter in this situation. It's not about you. And even Sonia said it like 15 times, and even Leah said, everybody said it. Ramona, it's not about you. And Ramona has a really big problem, like a lot of white people, specifically a lot of white people, not all of course, but a lot of white people have a lot of problem when the conversation is not centered around them. That's why so many, again, certain white people have a problem with the phrase Black Lives Matter, because if it's not centering and including them, they don't know what to do with themselves. They have to be included at all times. They just have to be. If not, their body tenses. They don't know how to act. And that's exactly what happened. It wasn't about Ramona. So Ramona gets the fuck up, just like she did when her and Ebony sat down at her house and had that conversation. The minute you don't like some shit, or it's not about you, or even when all of the girls was together before, you get up and you walk away. You get up and you walk away because it's not about you and you hate it. And and Ramona's like oh no, nobody's trying to listen to me. Nobody's trying to listen to me. This is not the time for anybody to listen to you because it's not about you. You don't have the fucking floor. You don't have the floor. It's not about you, Ramona. It's not about you. And it's okay that it's not about you. Sonia even freaking said it, like, girl, shut up. Like she said to her 15 times, girl, shut up. So then even Leah was like, why does it trigger you so much to hear about other people's history? The minute that somebody is talking about anything but you or money, it's, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Because like I've told y'all before, Ramona Singer does not want to hear anything outside of her own personal bubble. And that is what is wrong with a lot of the world today. If it don't affect you and your bubble, you don't give a fuck. And it's okay to not even, I don't even want to say it's okay to not give a fuck. If you don't give a fuck, that's one thing. But it's another thing to purposefully take a conversation and try to steer it and make it back about you. Now here she goes, gets up. So now Archie feels the need to go and coddle and chase after her. Like I say all the time, which is very annoying. Ooh, white women like Ramona, and that's why I'm saying like her. Do that shit on purpose. You purposely try to derail the whole situation, shake the table, you cause the fucking nonsense, then you expect somebody else to call you. It's like exactly what happened during, if anybody watched the Bell Collective, and the one friend that, I forgot, but the doctor brought at the table around when the conversation and the whole point of the brunch was supposed to be about black women and uplifting each other and the things that they've been through. And the one white woman that was there felt so damn offended. She gets up, walks out, and now all of the black women is going to her, calling on her, making it about her when it's not about her. And even Ebony was like, girl, I don't know what you want. I literally have a white woman And I know Ebony did that shit on purpose. I literally have a white woman at the head of this, and it's still a problem because you want to know what, Ebony? It really has less to do about, it is a race thing, but it really has to do with the fact that she is a narcissist, and it has to be about her. It has to. So then she leaves. And Leah's on the phone like, why the fuck, like, not saying exactly this, but like, why would you get up and leave? Like, if it's not about you, you don't want to hear it. So then even Ebony was like, I think it's best that Ramona just got up and left. So Ramona's on her way back like, I didn't leave. I just went to go pee. I just went to go pee. Ramona, you're full of shit because you literally got up and said, nobody wants to hear anything I have to say. Nobody wants to listen to me because it's all about me, 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 me. So you got up and you left. You didn't get up and leave to fucking go pee. Shut up. So then Ramona sits down. She was like, you know, I just wanted to put out there that, you know, stuff happened to me when I was in high school, you know, and I cried about the fact that I was Jewish. Like, I cried about that. And shout out to Archie because Archie tried to take into consideration what she said. She was like, I hear you. I hear you. And I'm going to get there in a second. But this is the thing. You're not going to even allow me to get there because, see, you want me to start there and end there. You don't even want to give me a chance to get to that point of how we all need to do better. But what I was specifically talking about was the relationship between the Black community and the Jewish community. That's what the hell I was talking about, okay? So then Ebony was like, Ramona, you need to be quiet because it's not about you. Sonia cracked me the fuck up. Like, it was like, Sonia means well, so I didn't take it like away. I really did what the Black people did there, because Sonia, she was like, why don't you just let the Blacks and the Jews talk and work it out? And it was so funny because on the side, the Black lady, she was like, not the Blacks and the Jews. The Blacks and the Jews. But Sonia means well. She means well. I pick up on the fact that Sonia tries to do like her little black scent around Ebony, because even when they was going in the house, she was like, I'm off the chain, right, Ebony? Like, I love Sonia. She just tries. She's trying to like relate and she's trying to be part of, and I appreciate her regardless because she still gets it. She still gets it. So Sonia ended up wrapping it up for me, which is this. Ramona is the girl who gets Ramona is the antithesis. Is that how you say it? Antithesis. Yes. And the perfect example of white women who get super defensive and uncomfortable when it's not about them and when race is brought up and when, you know, social issues is brought up. Like, you get up and you leave and you walk away. And at this point, Ramona Singer, I am fucking tired of you and your nonsense. You need to take that energy, go to fuck somewhere else. We are in 2021. Nobody wants to hear or deal with that type of ignorance no more. We're done. Stop trying to all lives matter everything. That's it, y'all. This whole dinner, it was probably a whole lot more than I could have said, but it was a kerfuckle. Not a kerfuffle, a kerfuckle, okay? Y'all get in the comments, tell me what y'all think. I'm out, bye.